In this video, we will solve LeetCode problem number 217 that contains duplicate using the optimal open solution. This is a very common interview question and tests your understanding of hashing, uh, time versus space trade-offs, and problem solving thinking. Right. So here we will be you will be learning brute force versus sorting versus hash map set approach. Why so let's just narrow it down. We will first try to solve brute force and then the optimal solution. Okay, so let's start with the solution, right? Let's start with the solution. So I'm using Python right now. You can use any language of your choice that you're comfortable with. So okay, so what is the question asks? It says given an integer array numbers, return true if any value appears at least twice in the number, right? At least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct, right? So I can think of many solutions right now. The easy solution is to use set, right? uh, right, okay, so let's start with this easy solution, right? Which I don't think the interviewer would be agreeing uh, for, right? If you know the property of set property of set is that it does not allow duplicates, right? So if as if a if so if we keep on adding, elements to a set that is already present in the set, it will discard it, right? So let's no so set no duplicates, right? No duplicates, list can contain duplicate, right? So we will be using this particular property to solve this one, right? So let's convert the list that I have to set, right? Set of list, this will giving me a set of numbers, not list. Set of numbers, this will be giving me the it will convert the given number to the list, right? And it hence it will remove the duplicates and will keep only one instances of a element, right? And we have already a element, right? So what exactly I am doing here right now here is, if there will be duplicates in the array or list, so if we convert it to the set, the number of elements will be less, right? For example, let's take this one, 1 1 2 3, right? The length of this array is 4, right? uh, 4, right? But if we convert this to set, right, so what it does not contain any duplicates, right? It will be take 1, but we have 2 times 1, so it will discard 1, so there will be coming 2, now 3, right? So the 2 and 3 are not duplicates, so it will be giving only one instance, right? So this set length is 3, right? What does it say? So if the length of set is smaller than length of the list that we have, then we can say that list contain duplicates, right? So return true if len of set, not set, we have set element is less than len of nums, right? Else false. So this would be giving a solution, although the interviewer will not agree with the solution, obviously, because this they are not going to test you. They're trying to test your dictionary concepts and all, hashing concepts and all, right? Or like you can even use set here, but not in this way, right? So what we can do? So think about it, how we are going to do this one, right? So let's remove this solution. Let's start with the map. Although even the map one is not an optimal solution, let's get a dictionary, right? So let me call scene is equal to dict, right? So what I'm going to do is I will be adding the number of times a element came to the dictionary, right? So let me look for I in range. Do you know enumerate function? Let me do. So index lm in enumerate of nums. So what enumerate does is it will give you index as well as value of the current element, right? So we don't have to keep on accessing that element. It will be giving us both, right? So what I'm going to write, so if element in scene, if element is a scene, so what we'll do, we will increment the, so let me write it here. If element is already present in dict, we will increment the number, else we will add it, right? So if element is in scene, so we will do scene of element is plus equal to 1. We incremented the number, right? Right now, suppose the number was, let's suppose the number was 1, right? So if 1 is already present in the dictionary, what we are going to do, we are going to increment the number of times, right? So example, it was 1 before, so we will add the occurrence number to frequency. This is frequency, right? It came 2. Otherwise, if it's not present, then what we're going to do, we will do scene of element is equal to 1. We will, and if the element is empty, suppose, or this particular 1 is not present in dictionary, what we'll do, we will put 1 as key and the occurrence or frequency as 1, right? This is what we're going to do. I can do this one in one line, but that would be, might be not easy to understand for you. So yeah, so we have a dictionary right now, right? Now what I can do is, for key value in scene dot items, right? Scene dot items, if v is greater than 1, return false, else return true. So let me first run it. If there's some syntax issue, we will solve it. Otherwise, I will explain what exactly it added. So this is also not optimal solution, obviously, because, so it says false, right? Why does it say false? Output is false. Given integer will be at least twice in the array. Okay, sorry. So it's asking if any value appears at least twice, right? I was checking for, I was just checking for what to say. I was checking for unique elements, right? So in that case, what's if is greater than 1, then only I'm going to return true. Right now the condition changed here. If it is more than 1, then true, else false. So this is, now this is going to work for us. So okay, so let me just comment this one, right? Previously, if you remember, I've solved it using I've solved it using set, right? So that would be, again, the condition would be reversing here. If length of set of number is less than length of num, then return true, return if true. If length of number is less than 2, it will return true, else false, right? So if there is a duplicate in dictionary list, it should return true. If not, then false, right? But yeah, So this will be returning true to us. Okay, so now let me remove the solution. Okay, now let me submit it. So it's saying wrong answer, right? Why it's saying wrong answer? For this one, output is false. So let me print senior. Let's see what is coming wrong here. Let me just look at it, and we will. Scene is 1, 2, 3. Okay, so look at this one. Look at this one, right? It's missing the. Let me submit it now, and let's see what exactly the which case is missing. Okay, so right, so our list dictionary is being created true, like correctly, like two. We have times two, 14 is one time, 18 is one time, 22 is two times, but it's returning false. Why? So let's go through the solution. So for k in c not items, c not item would be giving me a list of items, where list of tuple of item, right? So it will be 22 2. So kv, if v is greater than 1, return true. Okay, so this condition is false, returning this condition is giving me issue. So like, if one of the element is also, if for example, if first of the element is coming more than one, then that condition was going to return true. But since, let's go back to the condition here, right? So why this was causing issue? So for example, let's take this example, right? So let's take this example first, right? So it came through this one kv, so it will be converting something like this one, right? So 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, 3 comma 1, right? So this will be kind of tuple that we will be having with list of tuples. So it will be looping, right? So for example, it looped through first one, right? K is 1, v is 2. Now if says, if v is greater than 1, return true, right? So this condition succeeded, right? It will return true, and this passed our checks. Now let's go through this one. Let's pick this example now. So why this condition is going, this else was causing the issue. So this is our k and this is v, right? So it came here, it looked k v, so k is 2, v is 1, right? It looked, if v is greater than 1, is v is greater than 1? No, right? So it won't return true, it will go to else block, else return false. So it is just checking for first element now and returning false. It's not going to the next element. So this else condition was causing an issue. So what I'm going to do is, I will be putting in the taking it out of the for loop, and I will just keep on iterating to the last element to check whether we have any value that is greater than 1. If not, then finally we will return false, right? So let me submit this solution, and this solution is passed, right? If I analyze, okay, so I am unable to analyze it, but yeah, this is O of n solution. This is also not most optimized, right? Because we are using dictionary, we can avoid dictionary here, but this is one of the easiest solution that you can find for, you know, that you can go through it. So yeah, we will look at the more optimized solution in the next video. So yeah, see you next video. Thank you. Bye bye.